Hi, I'm Mary Losi, and this is my case study screencast. The student that I chose to do a case study on displays these characteristics. The student's name is Ben Johnson, who is in 10th grade, and he is a male. He's 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighs 170 pounds. He lives with his parents, Julie Johnson and Paul Johnson. Ben has a lot of interests. Ben is interested in the field of automotive repair and mechanics as a future career. Because of this, he has been enrolled in additional math and science classes. He's also enrolled in metals and welding course. With the math and science classes that he is enrolled in, he is provided with supports to allow him to be in an inclusionary setting. Ben is also interested in the arts. Through this, he is enrolled in the school choir, for which he receives individual lessons. I administered the Esther J. assessment to Ben. The Esther J. is a transitions assessment for students with disabilities. Esther J. stands for Employment, Recreation and Leisure, Home Living, Community Participation, and Post-Secondary Education. This is scored based on the number of yes answers that Ben has provided. These are the results of the Esther J. Ben scored the highest in the Recreation and Leisure category, followed by the post-secondary education because of his employment goals. Ben could improve in the most with his community participation skills. Here you can see, in the employment category, he answered 8 questions with yes. He answered 8 out of 13, so he has 62% sufficient in this category. With recreation and leisure, he answered 3 out of 4 with a yes. Home living answered 7 out of 15. Community participation, 3 out of 7, and post-secondary education, 5 out of 8. His total performance score is about 55%. This means that Ben needs to work on his transition skills. Grade level equivalencies. In math, Ben is currently functioning at a 7th grade level equivalency. And in reading, Ben is currently functioning at a 6th grade level equivalency. Ben will decrease the gap in intellectual functioning through goal setting, accommodations, modifications, and support services, all decided and implemented by the IEP team. I also administered the Wechsler to Ben. In math, Ben scored at a 7th grade 1-month level with a numerical operations weighted raw score of 142. In spelling, Ben scored at a 9th grade 9 months level with a spelling weighted raw score of 154. In reading and comprehension, he scored at a 6th grade 9 months level with a reading weighted raw score of 137. IEP goals. Ben's scores on the Wechsler and the Esther J allow us to provide data behind the goals that we set. These scores also allow progress monitoring to be done more efficiently. The first goal that we came up with for Ben is that he will be able to score at a 75% on the Esther J by the end of the school year. Another goal that we could set is that Ben will be able to score at a 9th grade 2 months level when taking the numerical operations section of the Wechsler Fundamental Academic Skills Test at the end of the first semester. These are only a couple goals that we could set for Ben. Instructional strategies. The instructional strategies that I recommend is that Ben will benefit from individual instruction that will be provided in a support course. Ben will practice his reading comprehension through popcorn reading in English and by writing reading summaries to find details. Accommodations and modifications. What I recommend is that Ben will receive the accommodation of proctored tests. Ben will also have English assessments modified to meet his comprehension needs. This means that there will be less questions asked, but they're all based on the same understanding and concepts. Hours spent in the special education setting. I recommend that Ben will benefit from spending 1 hour in the special education setting in the area of English. Ben will then benefit from being in the general education setting in the areas of math and science, with supports being provided for an hour a day. This allows Ben to be in an inclusionary setting. And transition planning. I recommend that Ben should be dual enrolled at the local college next semester to gain skills in the area of mechanics. Ben will also set transition goals at home with his parents to improve his home living skills. Ben will begin researching post-secondary institution options to set more accurate goals for his future career.